The Premier League returns after 11 days, Manchester United fans, so here is your preview for Manchester United welcoming Crystal Palace. Manchester United return to Premier League action after 3 back-to-back victories in the cup competitions, which has seen Manchester United in with a chance of winning their first trophy since 2017. It's only 2 weeks since Manchester United last played Crystal Palace at Crystal Palace, so it's probably clear as day in your memory, but here is our preview of what we think might happen. Crystal Palace rescued a point late on against Manchester United. However, Palace fans may think they were unlucky to not win, given how poor Manchester United were in the second half especially. It was a fantastic Michael Elise free kick that rescued that point, and Manchester United will be hoping that the same doesn't happen again. Manchester United have, however, changed their squad since last time they played Crystal Palace. Marcel Sabitzer has joined on loan on deadline day, and he's not quite a defensive midfielder, but he's joined as this sort of Eriksen replacement whilst Eriksen is injured, which, as Manchester Evening News confirmed, will be out till at least April. Sabitzer's a very traditional box-to-box midfielder. He loves a pot shot from distance, so if you haven't managed to catch any of him playing for Bayern Munich or Red Bull Leipzig before that, here's a little preview of what you can expect. He'll probably partner Casemiro when he does come into the squad in that sort of Eriksen role again. However, he's not quite the Eriksen type, where Eriksen's playing nifty little passes and sort of creating space for his teammates. Sabitzer's a very block-busting runs, late runs into the box, sort of shots from distance, bringing others into play, spreading the ball and getting himself on the edge of the box, rather than Eriksen's more laboured and selective passing play. He may come straight into the team in the place of Eriksen. However, Fred was good again in midweek, so it's likely Fred will start. Scott McTominay is rumoured to be out with an injury. However, Fred should really start while Sabitzer is on the bench, and Sabitzer should make his debut in the second half. Manchester United finally have some forward options on the bench at the very least, after not having any, as we outlined on the Manchester Evening News for the last few weeks. Jadon Sancho and Anthony Martial both returned in midweek and were good when they came on. Jadon Sancho played in a central position, which maybe shows Ten Hag's tactical nous, which we outlined again on the Manchester Evening News. However, these options may cause issues for Crystal Palace at the very least, but it's likely that Wout Weghorst will start again, as Anthony Martial is still returning from injury. However, he could come off the bench and make an impact like he did against Nottingham Forest, which has seen Manchester United get to the first final since 2021. The January transfer window has now ended, however, for Manchester United fans, so this is what we'll see from now until the end of the season. There is no chance to make any more signings to strengthen the squad or try and secure this position, and if the strikers get injured like Anthony Martial did and then Ronaldo left, obviously, Weghorst came in and he's done an alright job so far, that won't be able to happen for the rest of the season. So this is Erik ten Hag's first chance to really prove that he's got this squad as what he wants it to be at the very least. Injuries you can sort of account for, however this is his chance to have a full strength squad and really make sure that people know that Manchester United are here to stay. Where Manchester United have had a lack of attacking options in recent weeks, now it seems that the defensive options are wearing a little bit thin. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is likely to start again at right back. However, Diogo Dalot may have returned from his injury, but we don't know yet at the time of recording, as Erik ten Hag has not yet done his press conference before the Crystal Palace game. That leaves Manchester United with just Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw, Tyrone Malacia and Brandon Williams as full-back options, and Brandon Williams has been nowhere near the squad all season pretty much. However, Manchester United are also thin on centre-halves, and as the Manchester Evening News reported, Erik ten Hag blocked a move for Victor Lindelof on deadline day to Eintracht Frankfurt because they haven't brought in another centre-back. Erik ten Hag is now left with Lisandro Martinez, Rafael Varane, Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof as his 4 senior centre-halves until the end of the season, and after Axel Tuanzebe left on deadline day on loan to Stoke, Erik ten Hag is now lying thin on his defensive options. However, there is positives in the defence, as Rafael Varane has now retired from international duty. This means Erik ten Hag has got the backing of such experienced and fantastic international quality defenders in his squad who are willing to not play for their national teams just to make sure they elongate their Erik ten Hag career. Obviously here we talk about Manchester United, but we are going to cover a little bit on the opposition. Crystal Palace usually play a 4-2-3-1 with 4 free roaming attackers. Their big danger man is ex-Manchester United winger Wilfried Zaha, but Michael Olise was fantastic last time out. Eberechi Eze is also very dangerous. Odson Edouard's been good in limited minutes so far this season, and Mateta is also a danger up front, giving different options to what Manchester United have usually dealt with in the Premier League. Crystal Palace are, however, lacking in defensive departments. They've been playing Chris Richards at centre-half because Joachim Andersen, arguably their best defender, has been injured in recent weeks. He may make a return to the squad, but it's unlikely he'll start against Manchester United. Now, time for a predicted 11. In goal, it'll be David De Gea. It usually is. At right back, I'd start Aaron Wan-Bissaka again over Diogo Dalot. We don't know at the time of recording again if he's returned from injury yet. However, I'd still start Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Erik ten Hag usually likes to give his players a little bit of time to return from injury at the very least. At centre-half, it'll be Rafael Varane and Lisandro Martinez. They've been undroppable so far this season. They've been so good. Left back will be Luke Shaw. At defensive midfield, it'll be Casemiro. And I'd start Fred alongside him instead of Sabitzer just yet, as Sabitzer gets used to the Manchester United way of playing. Bruno Fernandes will be just in front of them. And then on the right, it'll be Antony. On the left, it'll be Rashford. And up front, I'd go for Weghorst again to allow Anthony Martial to return from injury and really create a danger off the bench at the very least. As for a score prediction, I'm going for a 2-0 win, Manchester United. Last time out, Manchester United really dropped off in the second half, and Erik ten Hag won't let that happen again. Manchester United's attackers have also been in good form recently, and Marcus Rashford is always a danger off that left. Aaron Wan-Bissaka's got the cover of Wilfried Zaha, as we saw the other week, and he was their least effective attacker against Manchester United. So I think Manchester United 2-0, clean sheet, done and dusted. Thanks for watching. Keep it locked to the Manchester Evening News for all your Man United updates. We've got a written preview of the Crystal Palace game coming up, and the Manchester is Red podcast this evening. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.